Welcome to the Medicated Pain Empowerment Series. We're going to talk about how to heal from unresolved traumas today. Welcome. My name is Nerikia Williams, and I'm here to inspire and empower you to reach inside of yourself to heal from discomfort or past experiences. To heal from discomfort or past experiences. The topics that we're going to discuss in the empowerment video today is the definition of the terms healing, medicated pain, and pain. The importance of knowing who you are and living your best productive life. We're going to discuss some tips that you can use to use your best life or to live your best life, and to not use any medicated or self-medicated remedies or drugs or abuses to heal from a letdown or to just heal in general or to deal with pain and discomfort. Staying in alignment. This is really, really important to stay in alignment. We spoke about that on the It's Time to Reset Empowerment series. If you go back into the empowerment videos and take a look at some of those. Restructuring and healing your brokenness. Never trade your peace to medicate your pain. What this means is we're all brought into this world without a care in the world. We're so peaceful about life. And then something happens where someone frustrates us. Someone says something that makes us feel uncomfortable, or something happens that we just can't seem to get over. Or you get to hanging around the wrong crowd. You're easily influenced. And once you become easily influenced, or someone else dims your light or changes out your energy source, and now your energy is negative things or harmful things or abuses, or someone says you're fat, you're chunky, and you feel like I have to be as small as you, I have to be as little as you or something. And you start sticking your finger down your throat. Or maybe you stop eating because someone else has projected their feelings on you. So you're medicating your pain because you don't know how to express your pain, or you don't know how to get over a letdown or someone else's opinions about something that you may be going through. Or maybe you're in a situation where the only thing you can do is medicate your pain. Let's learn some ways that we can get better so that we don't stay in a place of bitterness or uncomfortability, or just some tips to win at life. The first thing that you have to do is rip off that Band-Aid. What that means is it hurts sometimes for us to hear other people's opinions or for other people to tell us how they feel about us. And it hurts sometimes to not know, how am I going to get over this? How can I get through this? How can I deal with not looking like that supermodel? How can I deal with someone letting me down and standing me up on a date? How can I deal with someone else feeling that this is the best thing that I should do and that this is necessary for me to fit in with the crowd? You must first heal yourself by seeking self-validation, careful effort, and taking great care of your pain. The only person that you wake up every day to impress is yourself. The only person that you wake up every day to make sure that it's comfortable and that this person is taken care of and feel good is yourself. You're responsible for you. You're responsible for your actions. Whatever you choose to medicate yourself with, or the choices that you make in your life, does not reflect on who I am as a person when I know who I am and where I want to be in life. Sometimes we can make one mistake. I can go out to the store today and I can steal $500 worth of merchandise. My mother does not have to do the time for me. My cousin will not be the one that has to do the time for me. I'm going to be the one that has to own up and take accountability for the choice that I made to go and steal $500 worth of merchandise. Is this worth your time? Is medicating myself with harmful drugs or easing my pain and band-aiding my pain every time that I'm uncomfortable, or because I know this is going to make me feel good for 30 minutes? Is that going to help me or harm me? This messes with your mental cognition. When you think that you have to fit in with the crowd, when you think that you have to be like someone else, it's all about knowing who you are. The only way to do that is to rip off the Band-Aid. You have to rip off the Band-Aid and let it hurt a little bit. You have to get comfortable with feeling the pain, because once you feel pain, you can either stay and wallow in your self-pity and doubt in your pain, or you can get up and make a decision to say, I'm going to be my best self for myself. We do this by healing our mental and physical afflictions. Staying stuck in the past and constantly allowing a pattern to follow will not bring new opportunities. You want to stay inspired and hopeful. When you lose the hope for your future and excitement about the things that you were once passionate about, then darkness surrounds your energy. You lose focus when you medicate your pain. You want to stay focused on knowing who you are and where you want to be. During our Move On Ambition and during the It's Time to Reset empowerment video, we spoke about what you can do to make sure that you're staying aligned with your purpose. What are your goals? What do you aspire to be? What makes you happy? What do you wake up every day and you don't have to think about doing it? It just makes you feel good to do it. Once you've accomplished your 1 mile jog, or once you've accomplished helping 2 people that you've never met before, or maybe you just want to go through the drive-through line and pay for the car's order behind you. Does that make you feel good? Does it make you feel good when you say, no, thank you, when somebody tries to give you a cup of alcohol? Does it make you feel good when you see someone and it's an elderly person and they're carrying a heavy watermelon at the store and you say, I'll carry that to your car for you, miss? Or you see a customer who has a small toddler and the customer is picking up a 24-pack of water to put in the bottom of their buggy, but the baby is crying, their toddler is crying or running around the store and the mother is struggling. Do you say, hey, let me put that in your buggy for you? Do you mind if I help put this in your buggy for you? Does that make you feel good? What makes you feel good? Because when you lose focus on the things that brings you comfort and happiness and joy in your life, then the only thing left is to be stuck in self-doubt because you don't know who you are anymore. You don't know what you want out of life anymore. Let's discuss a few terms. Pain. In the noun tense, pain is physical suffering or discomfort caused by illness or injury. Synonyms for pain is suffering, discomfort, agony, torture, affliction, careful effort, great care or trouble, labor, struggle, bother. In the verb tense, pain means to cause mental or physical pain too. Synonyms are ache, hurt, and throb. Has there ever been a time in your life where someone called you and broke up with you? Your heart is throbbing. You feel a heartache and heartbreak. Has there ever been a time when your parent had to take a belt or a switch from the tree and give you a whooping because you did something bad? That caused you agony and it felt like torture and affliction because it was physical harm that brought you discomfort. Have you ever had a bee or a wasp sting you and your bug bite is itching? Well, this is an illness because that is the type of poison that is now in your body from the bug bite. So you have to treat it with medication. Well, when this happens in life, we have to understand that pain is temporary. Pain is not going to last unless we allow it to last. If I don't treat my bug bite, if I don't treat the things in me that's causing me to go to school and act up so that my parent have a bad report about my day at school, and now they're giving me a verbal consultation, or they're not sparing the rod and they're giving me a whooping to make me act in line, for their alignment, for their purpose of my life. My parents just wanted me to be the best me that I could be. But I went to school and I was talking over my teacher, and I came home with a bad grade. So my parent wants me to be in alignment with their purpose, to have me not being a type of child that would be a bad student that gets sent off to detention centers, or a bad student that gets sent to ISS. If I'm spending a day in ISS, I'm not learning. If I'm not learning, I can never have hope for my future to become who I could become. So when we talk about pain, pain is not always a medicated pain because of I'm drinking or smoking or I'm doing drugs. Medicated pain can also be medicated pain because I want to feel, I want to feel how these other kids feel. They're happy to come to school and act up. What are they on that I need to be on? Because they're with the cool kids. I want to hang with the cool crowds. So it's not always about being on a type of drug or being a type of person that is self-medicating to feel like you fit in. Medicated pain could be a pain because I have a trauma as a child where I was always called fat. So I felt like I had to miss out on eating and I had to take diet pills. I'm self-medicating by eating ice all day instead of eating a healthy, nutritious meal, because I'm medicating the discomfort and the agony and the torture of you saying that I don't look good enough. I'll never be the size 2, and I want to be a size 2 and not a size 8. Let's talk about medicated. Medicated means to be impregnated with a drug, to contain a drug. In the adjective sense, medicated means having been treated with a drug. Have you ever had to go to rehab to be treated with a drug because maybe you've been doing something that is not good for you? Or let's talk about types of laws in effect now where ladies are using drugs to terminate pregnancies. They're self-medicating to get rid of something that they just feel that they're not prepared for. Maybe they don't have the help or the necessary skills to become mothers, or maybe they just feel like this was a mistake that I made and I can't tell anybody about it. Have you ever been in a situation where I made a mistake and I just don't know how to tell anybody that I feel like I need to bleach my skin because I feel like I have more opportunities and doors will open up for me if I have this surgery. I can't afford to pay for it. So I'm just gonna take some Clorox and just every day take a Clorox bath to bleach my skin to fit in because I'm too dark. Nobody feels like a dark person is a good image to be on a poster. This means that I'm medicating myself to conform to your needs and your desires. But what about me? Am I happy about me? Am I waking up saying, are you okay, self? How do you feel, self? Healing. In order to feel that I matter, I belong, I'm wanted, I'm needed, I'm okay today, self. I just feel like I'm joyful. You don't have to always meditate or do yoga. Healing is the process of making or becoming sound or healthy again. In the adjective sense, it means tending to heal, therapeutic, ease, help, ameliorate, relieve, and lessen. Why must you heal yourself? We must heal ourselves to be the best version of ourselves in order to help others and to inspire. In order to succeed and avoid self-medication, then you must stay hopeful and know who you are. When you know who you are, anything that anybody else feels or says about you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make or break you. It doesn't define your life. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone has a feeling about something or someone. And in order to feel that it's not necessary for me to have to self-medicate, it's not necessary for me to have to lose track of who I am or dim my light to become who you want me to become, or to feel that I'm not strong enough to handle life's obstacles and the challenges that may arise. You must always heal yourself. By healing yourself, there's easy things you can do, such as journal, seek therapeutic help, seek counseling services. How to cope. Coping with life and the stressors and the everyday components that may arise in your life is really important, because when you don't cope and you don't heal, and that Band-Aid has been ripped off and you're bleeding and you're constantly bleeding and you're constantly bleeding on everybody else, you're infecting others with your negativity. You're infecting others with your opinions that you haven't taken a moment to reflect on yourself. You haven't taken a moment to heal the brokenness. When you don't heal your brokenness, you're no good for anyone else. You can't bring another person along with you and help them because you're stuck in your brokenness. There are many ways that you can cope with self-medicating or medicated pain. We all have pains, we all have triggers, and we all have things that have happened to us, such as traumas or belief systems that someone else is projecting on us that we're afraid to communicate to others, or we feel that I don't have anybody that cares enough or wants to hear my problems. You know, these people have more problems than I got. They got it worse than me. There's always somebody out there that has it worse than you. Seeking therapeutic help, listing out your goals, consulting a medical professional, speaking with someone in your family who you can trust, aligning your purposes with your environment. These are ways that you can cope with medicated pain, or with pain in general, or trauma, or past experience, or letdowns. You have to first rip that Band-Aid off. But once you rip your Band-Aid off, don't bleed onto someone else. Don't be a crab in the barrel and drag somebody else down with you, or make somebody else feel that you don't matter. You're less important. You'll never be this. You'll never be as good as me. You'll never be great. That's not the type of person you want to be, because when you align yourself with your purposes and you ask yourself, who am I? What do I want to be? How do I want others to feel about me when I'm not in the room? What do I want others to say about me? Do I want to be the same person that I reflect myself to be? Or do I want to be a person that's hiding behind another identity? Or do I want to be a person that someone says, you know, I know the real you. The real you is not somebody that I want to align my purposes with. You must first cope and know who you are. Know who you are. Show up for yourself every day as that person that you know who you are. List your goals, not nobody else's goals, your goals. Mom and dad helped you get through school, but now it's up to you. It's up to you to become successful. It's up to you to change your negative behaviors or your environment, or to deal with peer pressures and the triggers and traumas of life. You may have been raped yesterday. Somebody might have stole your car yesterday. They lied on me 2 months ago. I ain't stuck on what happened 2 months ago. Why are you still caught up on what happened 2 years ago? Why are you still worried about something that happened 5 years ago? Move on. Stop dwelling over the past. Stop living in the negative context of what I did back then. What am I doing now? Talk about the good things that I'm doing now. Stop talking about my past. Stop bringing up the negative stuff. Don't nobody want to hear that. List your goals. What are your short-term goals? What can you work on in the next 3 to 6 months? What can you work on in the median time, the next 1 to 5 years? What's your long-term goal? Once you know who you are and you align your purpose and you reset and you become healed, you got to first rip off that Band-Aid. It got to hurt a little bit. It got to hurt a little bit. If it don't hurt, it ain't going to work. List your goals. Once you list your goals, don't multitask, because this is when you become frustrated. When I become frustrated, I'm going to say, you know what, if you just hang out with me, just do what I'm doing, you ain't got to worry about all that, man. F that stuff. Don't worry about that. You know, you driving yourself crazy. You keep on just doing this and this and that. What you going to do? Don't multitask, because when you multitask, You're stuck in a crazed frenzy. And when you're in a frenzy, you become overwhelmed and overworked. Take it back to when we had different video games such as Diner Dash or a mom game that used to play on your phone, and you had to care for the kid and to get the breakfast ready and take a shower, or the Sims game. Take it back to those kind of things, those simulation games, or Call of Duty, where you're stuck trying to make sure nobody breach security and stuff, or you're trying to protect something. Take it back to that mindset of saying, I'm only one person, I can't do it all. List your goals, 3 achievable goals. Don't list more than 3 goals. Don't try to become successful overnight. It don't work like that, because then you start losing who you are. Then you get so dark and stuck, and you're stuck in a negative mentality that your light dims. Your light is slowly dimming because you're frustrated, you're tired, you're overworked, you're overwhelmed. You feel underappreciated. You ain't getting nowhere. You feel like this ain't working. You ain't making no money off of the stuff you're doing. So then somebody else come along, they screw their light bulb in there. They giving you a new source. This your new source of energy, because that stuff you're doing ain't working. If you do what I'm doing, you ain't got to worry about it. Look, it's easy over here. We got more money over here. You doing how they work for nothing. So then you got somebody else energy source in you, and you're not multitasking no more. But guess what? You ain't working on your own goals no more. You're working on their goals. You're doing what they want you to do. You believing in them. You done lost who you are and your alignment with your purpose, because the stuff you was doing wasn't working. So now I got you to do what I'm doing. And now you done forgot all about your goals. You don't even care about your goals. You don't even want to be who you want to be no more, because of the fact that I done came in and gave you my energy source. And now I'm telling you how to live and do your life and stuff, because of the fact that I felt like the stuff you're doing wasn't working. You weren't never gonna get nowhere with it. You was multitasking. You was like a crazed person. You was in a frenzy. The thing about medicating your pain is sometimes we switch out something that is not working, because it's easier for me to go back to the things that was hurting me because it worked. It's easier for me to go back to the things that was comfortable, because it's easy. I know how to do that. I'm good at that. I'm good at smoking. I'm good at drinking. I'm good at sitting at home sticking my finger down my throat to make sure I lose this weight. Look, I can eat ice for 2 days straight without even have to worry about if I'm gonna gain weight, and I know I'm gonna be snatched. It's easy for me to let my man talk crazy to me because of the fact that he gonna say what he want to say, and then I'm gonna just do what I want to do. It's easy for me to ignore y'all talking crazy to me because of the fact that you're not me and I'm not you. When you're medicating with negativity, you hitting negativity with negativity, you're gonna become negative. When you're medicating your pain by trying to be like somebody else or defend the old you or the new you, you're defending the new you with the old you. You can't do that. You got to ask yourself, am I good? Are you good? Self, are you good today? How you feeling? Good morning. I love you, self. How you feeling today? Taking care of you every day is your first priority. Nothing else matters when you take care of you. You got to ask yourself each morning, are you good, self? How you feeling today, self? You cannot afford to get bitter, because if you get bitter, you'll never get better. You cannot afford to get bitter, because if you get bitter, you're not going to get better. Don't medicate your pain. Instead, develop compassion for yourself. I heard this from another motivational speech that I was listening to one morning, and I said, I'm going to write that down, because it's easy for me to say, I need to seal it. It's easy for me to say, I'm going to the store and buy some liquor, because at least I ain't going to feel the hurt inside. People talk about me, but I ain't gonna care what they're saying, because I'm gonna be drunk. I ain't gonna care. And sometimes we go back to the things that we know is cheap and affordable because of the fact that I ain't gotta feel it. or because of the fact that ain't nobody gonna know, but I know because I feel inside, I feel the way I feel, and it hurts. And when I rip my band-aid off, I'm gonna bleed on everybody else because I don't even feel good by myself. I ain't good. So what I want you to be good for? Medicating your pain costs. It costs. Successful people, they don't negotiate the cost of their self-worth because I know who I am. I know where I want to be in the next 10 to 15 years. I feel good about myself. I woke up pouring into myself and making sure that I loved on me first. I can't give you no love if I can't even love myself. If I can't treat you the way that I want somebody to treat my child, or if I can't treat you the way I want somebody to treat my aunt, my uncle, my mom, then I ain't no good for you. I ain't no good for nobody. You cannot be in price tag mode. How much does it cost for me to make sure that you don't get your goals accomplished? How much it costs for me to make sure that you don't work on yourself? How much do it cost for me to make sure that you make one mistake that messes up your life? Is it worth me not resetting my energy to save my life? That's the question you need to ask yourself. That's a good question. Is it worth me not resetting my energy to save my life and to make myself feel good? It's just a memo. When you write down your goals, it's a memo because you get to go back and look at your goals. When you journal where you've been in life and where you're going and where you want to go, it ain't about knowing where you're going. It's about resetting my energy and realigning my purposes with my life, because we have traumas that we all go through. I might have been touched on when I was a little girl and you don't know that. I might have been raped by the time I was 15 and you don't know that. But am I good? Am I ripping off that band-aid to bleed on you and to rape you? Am I ripping off that band-aid to make you feel like you will never lose that weight? You will never look good. You can't do the things I do. You ain't gonna never be nobody. Nah, you ain't good at that. You stay in your lane because that ain't gonna work for you. You cannot be in price tag mode and say, you know, how much it costs for me to make sure you don't sing no more because you can't sing. How much do it cost for me to make sure that you don't do your hair because you can't do hair? You don't need to do that. You need to stick to this. How much it costs for you to stick to this because this is what you're good at. You can't be in price tag mode selling yourself to every buyer, because when people know that they can buy you and they know the price of you, I know how much you're worth. I know the price of you. When people know that about you and you're in price tag mode, you only want a $5 bottle of liquor. All you want is $5. You ain't worth never $5. When somebody make you feel that way, you rip that band-aid off. And then you tell yourself, I know who I am. I know what I'm worth. I'm appraising my worth. Human nature means that we go back to comfort and the things that make us feel good. It feels good because you're going to pay me for my self-worth. You know how much I'm worth. You're going to pay me for what I'm worth. No, it don't work like that. How it works is, good morning, self. I love you. Are you good today? You don't wake up and say, how much I'm worth today. I don't wake up in the morning and say, good morning, self, how much you worth today? I wake up in the morning and I say, good morning, self. I love you. Are you good today? I don't wake up and say, good morning. How much you worth today? You worth $5 a day? You worth $10 a day? You worth $100 a day? How much you worth today? I don't wake up and ask myself that. I wake up and make sure I take care of me first. I'm my first priority. Living your best productive life. Let's talk about living our best productive life. Certain things promotes healthy habits. Never feel bad about your story or about how you got to where you are or how you got here. My mom might have had me while she was drunk. She might have conceived me while she was drunk. I might be an alcoholic baby. My dad might have had me because it was a mistake and he forgot to wrap it up. But I'm still here. I got here though. And I can't be ashamed about how I got here. How did you become a millionaire? I had to screw everybody over. Don't be ashamed if you had to screw everybody over to become a millionaire. It's your story. How did you get to where you are today? I had to play the fool to get to where I'm at. I had to play stupid. don't be ashamed. You got to where you are, and certain things promotes healthy habits. Certain bad habits can still get us to where we need to be. Because if somebody want to dim my light and they're doing better than me, and I go and let them change my life, and I let them dim my light, and I'm dim and dark with them, and I'm still a millionaire or a billionaire or a trillionaire, listen, that's your story. That's how you got here. But you cannot sit around and wallow in self-pity and self-doubt, because the importance of knowing who you are helps you to identify what triggers you or takes you back to a place of self-pity and self-doubt. Disdain towards yourself is not going to make you better. Instead, you're going to feel like, I'm a failure, I'm a loser, I'm not worthy. When you feel like you're not worthy and you feel like you're losing at everything, if you fall down 10 times, get back up. We all fell off a bike when we first started riding a bike. When I first started trying to ride a skateboard, I fell off the skateboard and scraped my knee. When I first started roller skating on rollerblades, I couldn't catch my balance. But now I can roller skate and I can rollerblade backwards. I can turn around on my roller skates because it hurted for me to fall, but I had to fall to be able to get back up. I couldn't go and medicate with an icy slushy because of the fact that I fell off my roller skates. I couldn't go and self-medicate with a hug because I failed. Yes, hugs feel good. It feels good to be loved on, but at the same time, know who you are. Healing the broken parts of you is also helpful in living your best productive life. My boyfriend hit me in the face. It broke me. I felt bad. I felt ugly. People gonna wanna know what happened to me. I'm broken because I can't believe I would let somebody treat me this way. I can't believe I would let somebody hit me in the face and now I got the scars to prove what happened to me. What I did was I picked myself up. It's easy for me to conform and go back to the things that might be hurtful. He's not gonna do it again. He's sorry. It's my fault. I made him hit me. I could have medicated that pain with self-reflection of making it feel okay or making it seem like it was okay. Instead, I healed the brokenness. I ripped that Band-Aid off and said, self, who are you? How do you want to feel? Do you want people to look at you like you a scared person who has to deal with not knowing your self-worth? Do you want people to look at you and say, you weak? You can block that hit. You can block your face. Heal the brokenness by reducing the patterns in which you medicate your pain. Are you medicating your pain by hurting others? Are you medicating your pain by bleeding on others and making them have to pick up and deal with the infection that you're putting on them? Are you medicating your pain with dragging somebody else down because you don't see their value or their self-worth? List all the ways that you ease your pain and discomfort. I'm negative when I get upset. I want you to hurt just as much as I hurt when I'm upset. When I can't get out the house and go and get my hair did because it's raining outside or I ain't got gas in my car, I'm gonna call you to burn your gas to come do my hair because I ain't got nothing. I don't want you to have nothing. Or is that how you ease yourself? I gotta drink a bottle of lean just to feel good. You know, I gotta lace my blunts and crush up me some pills to feel good. I'm self-medicating with putting on makeup every day because he bit me on the face yesterday because he couldn't punch me. And so you can't even see you can't even see the things that hurts me or how I'm medicating. I'm slitting my wrist because I don't want to be here. My mama, she loved me. My daddy, he used to touch on me. My cousin, he gave me a baby when I was 12 because he wanted to give me something. So I slashed my wrist. I'm hurt and I'm broken because I can't tell nobody about the way that I feel inside because I don't want to be productive. I just want to lay in the bed and cover my head up today because I thought about them times when I had to do what I had to do to pay my rent. Everybody else know my story and how I sold myself into sex trafficking because I needed a roof over my head. I couldn't protect my little cousin when my uncle came in the room. So now I beat up on myself and I take the door and I slam my head into the door whenever I get frustrated because that's how I self-medicated. Pain makes me feel good. I'm not healed. I'm still broken. I don't know how to realign with my purpose because I don't know who I am. I don't know where I'm supposed to be. I wasn't supposed to be here. My mom and daddy didn't want me. I was an accident. I'm a fuck up. When you feel this way and you medicate your pain by not ripping off that Band-Aid, or you rip off that Band-Aid and you tear everybody else down, you dumb, you stupid. You never gonna be smart. You need to just hang out with me because we got the same story and we can just drink together. We can get high all day, yeah, because we got the same story and we ain't never gonna be there. We some dipshits. We misfits. When you feel like this about yourself and you're medicating your pain with laughter because you can't rip that Band-Aid off because you ain't ready to feel that pain yet. You don't want to hurt. You don't want that pain. You want that medication. You want to be impregnated with what feels good. You want to be full of what feels good to you because you didn't wake up and take care of you. You want your first priority. You didn't wake up and say, self, how you feeling today? Good morning, self. I love you. You didn't wake up and say that. Are you good, self? You woke up and said, what's my value today? Am I worth $100 on this blunt? Am I worth $100 on this liquor? Am I worth $200 today? Am I worth $5 worth of watching Netflix TV today? Am I worth am I worth just journaling my feelings and lying about it and faking the funk today? Stay busy. Stay busy often and reflect on the things that you need to do to distance yourself from the environments and the people that bring you harm and that bring you down. When you constantly hearing things about negative or behavior patterns that triggers you to relive your traumas because I went through it. So it feels good because I went through it and I made it through it. But at the same time, it's easy for me to go back through it. And I just want you to know that it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing because I've been there, done that. When you don't distance yourself from the environments that brings more harm to you in your life and reduce your productivity, then your source of energy is going to be drained. Your source of energy has to be like a light bulb. You have to be able to shine and not let your light be dim, because when your light is dim, then you feel that I'm not needed. Nobody is going to want to pour into me or take from my light of energy because my energy source has been switched out with something that I don't even believe in. My energy source is not bringing productivity to my life. It's not giving me new opportunities. It's keeping me down. It's keeping me stuck. I'm a crab in a barrel. I just want to pull everybody else down with me because deep down, I'm unhappy inside. I don't know who I am anymore because I'm doing everything to make sure everybody else happy. But what about me? Am I happy? Am I good? Am I okay? One of the things that I always do is I ask people, are you okay? Because I understand life isn't fair to anyone. We all go through things. We all moving through something. We all going through something. So it's always best to just meet people with kindness and to stay in alignment. Aligning your environment with your purposes is how you stay connected with who you are and what your aspirations are in life. What do you aspire to be? Are you aspiring to be a motivational speaker? Are you aspiring to be a better version of who you are? Are you aspiring to redeem yourself from a letdown or from something negative that you have done or said? Are you trying to set new goals to become a homeowner by the time you're 35? Are you trying to set new goals to become a doctor by the time you're 40 years old? Are you trying to become a health and wellness person? Do you want to be someone that your children can look up to? Do you want to be greater than those who have came and gone? You're on this bus traveling to your next destination. A few people stopped off at Jump Street Boulevard. A few people stopped off at Get High Avenue. A few people stopped off at College University. A few people stopped off at the gym. A few people stopped off at the grocery store. Where is your stop in life? You don't have to stop once you get to your destination, but always be aligned with your purposes for your life, not someone else's purposes for your life. Because when you're doing it for somebody else, after a while, it gets tiring and you start to feel unfulfilled because you're not fulfilling your self-purpose. Reconstructing the old you to not conform to the coping mechanisms by developing a productive lifestyle and setting daily disciplines is beneficial when you're aligning yourself with healthy habits and allowing yourself to become an inspiration to others. Stay in alignment. Healing your brokenness. No one wants to be empowered, uninspired, or inspired, or to be connected to a beacon of darkness and uninspiring daily habits or lifestyle choices. How well are you treating yourself? Who do you want to be? How do you want others to see you? In what ways are you setting new challenges to help yourself heal from the medicated pain? The reminders. Remember to always check yourself when negativity occurs in your daily life. What this means is realign with your purpose. Reset by reevaluating who you are, where you want to be. Readjust. Can you adjust to life's challenges and the obstacles? No one said that the hard times and the obstacles are not going to come or occur. How can you readjust or overcome those things? Are you able to pick yourself up when someone pushes you down and say, I don't even know why you wasted your time doing it. Nobody gonna watch you. I don't even know why you even trying to do something that you see somebody else doing, because that ain't who you are. When you hear negative thoughts and opinions of others, everybody got an opinion. It's like a behind. Everyone has one. What comes out of yours or what comes out of your mouth, I don't have to answer to what comes out of your mouth. I don't have to answer to what comes out of you, because I know what I've eaten for today and I know how my digestive system works. Everybody has an opinion. Everyone has a thought. If I left you on Jump Street Boulevard or College University, or I left you on Negative Avenue and I'm over here on Positive Street, you're trying to get to where I am. You're not trying to tear me down. You're upset because I'm doing the things that you do not align yourself with. You're not aligned with my purpose. Sometimes when others are not aligned with your purpose, that's okay for someone not to be aligned with your purpose. We're all on our own paths of alignment. Your purpose and my purposes may not be the same, and that is okay. It's okay that two people do not think the same or want the same things out of life. If your beacon of light is darkness, I have to leave you to the darkness. If I'm reflecting positive energy and I'm restructuring and refocusing my day, and when the challenges occur, those things do not block where I'm going. I put my token in and I'm still on the bus. I'm still traveling. Challenges may come, but you don't have to go back to the things or people that have hurt you to self-medicate the pain. It hurts when you don't believe in me. It hurts my feelings when you feel that I'm not good enough. It makes me feel like less of a person when you choose to tear me down. The only thing I can do is journal about it and go about my day. If I stay stuck on your opinions and what you feel, I'm not putting myself first, and I'm not making sure I'm prioritizing who I am and what I want out of life, because I'm stuck on what you want. I'm stuck on how you feel about me. But how do I feel about me? Do I like me? I gotta like me. Some things won't fly. Never dim your light for someone else, and never let anyone else dim your light. Because some things that I used to do, I can't do no more. I can't go to the places I used to go no more. I can't hang out with my homegirls that be playing cards out there and smoking weed. I can't go to the club with them 20-year-olds because I'm pushing 30. I can't be twerking like that. My back hurt. I can't do the things I used to do. I don't want to be negative and telling people to book me for a motivational speech, but I'm out here being negative, cussing on every video you see. I don't have to defend the old me the way that I would defend the old me with the old version of me, because I've been working on me. The solution is you don't have to tap into the old you to defend the new you. When I'm on this bus every day, I tap my card every day. And when I tap my card and I tap in every day, I'm tapping in to defend the new me with the new ways that I've learned how to defend the new me. Because when you align with your purposes and you know who you are and where you want to be in life, you have to tell yourself, come on now, that ain't who you are. Come on now, you ain't got to be that. You ain't got to do that no more. You don't have to do them things no more. That's played out. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing all that negative talk. You know what? It's not right that you feel like I ain't gonna get nowhere with that. That's your opinion. You okay to feel the way you feel. I can't change the way you feel. I can just change the way I feel and the way I'm thinking. I can't worry about you. I gotta worry about me. I gotta make sure I'm straight. I gotta make sure I'm good. You already got off the bus stop. I'm still on the bus. I'm on the bus trying to get to this avenue over here. I'm trying to get to the millionaire land. I'm trying to cope with the things that I can't talk about because you ain't ready to hear them kind of things. The things that you used to do to numb your aches of pain are not acceptable with the new you. It's not acceptable for you to feel like you got to tear somebody down. It's not acceptable for you to feel like you got to be more important or you need somebody to be self-sufficient with you. I can't be self-sufficient with you because I got to know how to be able to stand on my own. And I got to be rooted in knowing who I am. I got to have a strong mindset and I got to develop myself so that when I write down my memo every day of my goals, it's not your goals and your purposes. Your purpose is to make me tear down the next person and keep my bandage on. You want me to keep band-aiding over the pain and numbing the pain. But I got to feel that pain because if I don't feel that pain, I'm never going to get better. I'm just only going to get bitter. I don't want to be bitter. So what I have to do is reset and realign. I have to reevaluate who I am, where I am in life, and where I want to go in life. Because I ain't gotta stay stuck there with you. I ain't gotta stay stuck with you. I don't have to be negative with you. I get to choose to be negative or positive. I get to screw my light bulb in every day and not let it get dark so that you can unscrew it and put your source of energy in, because somebody needs me and somebody's depending on me to be the best version of myself. And if I don't tap in every day on that bus, and I don't feel like I'm important and I don't make sure I'm okay, I'm never going to get nowhere. I'm going to be stuck still doing the things I used to do, waking up saying, how much we worth today? We worth $5 worth of liquor. How much am I worth today? I'm worth 20 cents today. I don't want to wake up and ask myself that every day because I get to praise myself. So I have to refocus my energy, because if I don't refocus my energy and I don't have good energy, nobody wants to connect to me. Nobody wants to associate themselves with me. Nobody wants to present me with opportunities because I woke up cussing on a video today. Nobody wants to associate themselves with me because all I'm good for is twerking. Nobody wants to associate themselves with me because all I'm good for is saying, I'm only worth $50 worth of liquor. That's all it takes to get me. All it takes to get me to show up is you telling me that I'm worth $0 and it ain't gonna work out anyway. I'm never gonna have no views on my video. All it takes is you get my hair did. That's all it takes. Just get my hair did for me, and I'm gonna show up every day. You gotta readjust your mindset, because when you give the energy that somebody wants you to give to throw away your opportunity or to take away the things that you're passionate about, you're not gonna get back passionate about the things that you once found joy and a purpose in. You have to be able to proudly wake up and show up every day, and to readjust and reset your mindset and renew your energy. It's like renewable energy source. Where energy goes, energy flows. Realign with your purpose by getting back passionate about the things that you were once passionate about. Take control of your life. I'm not doing this for mama and daddy. I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing this for you because you think that I'm cute and you want to see me twerking on camera. I'm not doing this for you because you think that I'm only worth $5 or $20 worth of liquor. I'm not doing this for my kids because my kids don't understand. Mama had to get it out the mud. Mama didn't have nobody giving out hugs every day saying, good job. Keep going. I believe in you. Mama had to learn how to never dim her light for anyone else. I'm not doing this for you because you got money. I can get my own money. I'm not doing this for you because you can pay me for what I'm worth because you can appraise my value. I appraise my own value. I wake up and ask myself every morning, good morning, self. How are you? I love you. Are you good today? I don't wake up and ask myself how much I'm worth because I know my value. You can't never let anybody else dim your light. And even though the things I used to do, I used to drink, I used to smoke, I used to dance, I used to talk junk, I used to want to be seen and hang out with everybody and call out of work and medicate my pain and my trauma and the things that I experienced because I didn't know no better. When you know to rip off that Band-Aid, to let yourself heal, then you're on the path to becoming who you can always be, which is a better version of yourself. You have to be your best self in order to allow new opportunities and existing moments to happen in life. Because when you're not living to exist and help someone else get through the things that they're facing, and you're not living to inspire and empower somebody, then you're only living just to be stuck in the same patterns and cycles. You don't want to stay stuck where you are and tear other people down. You don't want to stay stuck and being in disbelief that this can happen to me and for me. Certain things promote healthy habits. You have to ask yourself every day, is this worth my time? Is this worth me throwing away my life? Is this worth this type of energy? Is this worth me responding in this negative context that could take away and throw away my opportunities? Is medicating my pain with lean, weed, drugs, having sex with other people that I don't even know, tearing the next person down and cussing on the internet and making long posts about if this person and you ain't gonna come see me, you ain't gonna pull up and being on all that kind of stuff, is that gonna make my employer want to employ me and give me a raise or a new opportunity? Am I gonna ever become a face of a company if I'm acting this way and behaving this way? Medicating my pain is okay behind closed doors because you don't see it. But then when you see me and you know who I am and you feel my energy and you say, whew, that's a dark energy. You can't smile. You can't get no hugs out. You got that frown on your face. What you frowning for? Never let anyone dim your life because medicated pain ain't always just with drugs or unhealthy habits. Medicated pain is sometimes your facial expressions. How are you showing up? Are you showing up negative? Are you showing up and you're showing up with a mindset of, I'm going to say things to make you feel away. I'm going to do things to make you lash out. All it takes is me to just say this and you're going to act the way I want you to act. All it takes is for me to just to do this and I can get this reaction out of you because you only work such and such. When you know who you are, then you're able to be the best version of yourself. After you said, I got to move on from this. I got to move on for this. I got to move on. I can't stay stuck in believing that how you feel about me dictates who I am as a person, or my value of what I can be, or who I can be. The things that you used to do, you can't do no more. The way you used to respond, you can't respond in that way. Because all it takes is one mistake and one unnecessary effort of someone saying, I want to band-aid that, because if I band-aid that, it ain't gonna get better. If I soothe what hurts within you, and I give you comfort, and I make you feel that it's not torture. It's you're not a failure, but you ain't never gonna be able to get what I got. You're not a failure. You can't pass me. You're not a failure. You'll never be good enough for me unless you do this, that. There's somebody dim in your light. It's still negativity. So you have to be able to tell yourself, I'm my first priority. I gotta take care of me. Once I take care of me, then I can worry about my goals and stand in line with my purpose. I can't live based on how you feel about me. I can't live based on what you think is best for me. I can't let you put that Band-Aid on me, because when you put that Band-Aid on me, then you know what it takes and how much it takes. Is a Band-Aid ain't worth that much, but about $3-4. That's all it takes for you to comfort me, $3-4. Sometimes we have to understand that it's not in the way that someone may come at you or come for you. It's your responses. It's how you respond to your pain. Because we all have pains. We all experience pain. The only difference is you must always be careful to seek understanding. Be careful to take necessary efforts and the necessary steps to stay focused on your aligned purpose. Align with your purpose and your goals, and always reset. And remember, have move on ambition, because tomorrow we're going to discuss grit and determination and why it matters for you to always have that GOAT mindset. You have to have that GOAT mindset. Go on and talk, because that's all they can do. Have a good day, and never let anyone dim your light. Please check out the other videos in the empowerment series. And thank you so much for viewing my Medicated Pain empowerment series. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at She is Tanya.